Dear student, welcome to all of you in my online maths video class. Today we will discuss about very important topic of the statistics, and this is the last topic also, that is estimation of median quartiles with the help of mosaic. In our last video class we discussed how to draw mosaic when the observations are in the form of continuous class interval or in discontinuous class interval in both cases. Today we will discuss how we draw the mosaic again, and with the help of that mosaic how we get the median and quartiles. Here, for example, I am taking the question whatever asked in 2019. So here estimation of median and quartiles from mosaic. Question number 2019 asked. This question is asked 2019. Here in examination there is a test. The maximum mark of the test is 100, and here this is the number of students. 0 to 10 first class interval, and the student who are scoring 0 to 10 marks, there are 5 students. The student who are scoring 10 to 20 is 9. The student who are scoring from 20 to 30 is 16, and like that the student who are scoring from 90 to 100 is 3. If we concentrate on class interval, we find that here 0 to 10 and 10 to 12 means upper limit of the first class interval is equal to the lower limit of the second class. Okay, and then upper limit of the second class interval is equal to the lower limit of the third class. It means this is the continuous. This is continuous class interval, which is required for the mosaic. Therefore, no need to change it. But if it is in the form of discontinuous class interval, in that case we have to change first the discontinuous class interval into continuous class interval. Mosaic is also known as cumulative frequency curve, less than cumulative frequency curve. This is in the rising form. Rising form means from rising. Okay. We also, in our syllabus, only this much is given. There is a less than mosaic. This is also known as less than. Greater than mosaic is also a part of this mosaic, but that is not in our syllabus. Here, first of all, we try to make a column for class interval means marks. Here, marks. Okay. After that, number of students. Here marks is in the form of class interval and number of students in the form of frequency. Then we make a column for cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. Okay. Then class interval is from here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and here 90 to 100. Okay, this is the marks, which is in the form of class continuous class. Now they are corresponding. The student who are scoring from 0 to 10 is 5. After that 9. Then we have 16, 30 to 40, 22, 40 to 50, 26, 50 to 60, 18, 60 to 70, 11, 70 to 80, 6, 80 to 90, 4, and here 90 to 100 is 3. Okay? This is. For our convenience, we can divide it in this form. 50 here, like that, 50 to 70, 70 to 80, 50 to 90, and here 90 to 6. Yes, this is the part of solution. Now cumulative frequency how we find? Just write 5 here, and we add 5 and 9. 5 plus 9 equal to 14. 14 plus 16. It will be 30. Now 30 to 20. 30 plus 22, 52. And here it will be 26. 52 plus 26, it will be 78. Now 78 plus 18. 78 plus 18, 96. Again here 96 plus 11, 7, 107. Again here 107 plus 6, 113. 113 plus 4, 117. 117 plus 3, 120. This is the cumulative frequency. That is 120. This is 120. And how we get? If you do not want to write this, no need. It's depend on you. You can write or no need to write. Now what we do? For plotting the mosaic, we take the graph. The graph should be started from lower limit of the first class interval to upper limit of the last class interval, means 0 to 100. Okay, here we take the graph. This is y-axis, and after that here x-axis. Origin y-axis. Okay, what we do? We take the upper limit and their corresponding cumulative frequency. Plot. What we write? After that we will write plot. After this we will write this statement. Plot 10, 5, again 20, then 14 corresponding cumulative frequency will be, then 30 and cumulative 30. Again here 40 and 52. 40 and 52. Then 50 and 78. 50 and 78. Then we take 60 and 96. 60 and 96. 78, 107. 107. 80, 130. 50, 130, 90, 117, and the last one 100, 100 and 100, 120, and graph. Getting? We will write this. After this, we will write this one. Means plot this and that. After this, on the right top corner, we write a scale. Scale should be right top corner. Wait. This is the long portion. You take time. After that, here corner we write scale. We will write here 1 centimeter equal to 10 marks. Here this is marks. 10 marks. Marks on x-axis. Because class interval should be always on x-axis and frequency should be on y-axis. So here scale we will write 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks. Here 0. After that we will write 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and here 90. Maybe 100. Okay. After that, on y-axis, what we do? 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 is to 10. On y-axis, we will do like this. Getting? And how we plot? We take the upper limit of the first class interval to their corresponding cumulative frequency. Upper limit of the second class interval, their corresponding cumulative frequency. Upper limit of the third class interval, their corresponding cumulative frequency. Okay? Now we plot it. Here we find that 10 and 5. Here we say 1 centimeter is equal to 10 is on y-axis. Okay, then we write here 10. Again on y-axis 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 and 120. So first we plot 10, 5. Here this is 10 and 5 will be here. 5 will be here. In between 0 to 10 means it will be here about this point. Okay? 10 and 5. It means this over. Now 20 and 14. This 20 and 14 will be just below 50. When we use the graph paper, the millimeter conditions, the millimeter lines are given separately, so it will be easy to plot. So here 20 to 40 like that. The second point over. Now let us draw the third one, that is 30 to 30. Here 30, this 30, and here this 30. It means this is the third. This is the third. Now the fourth point what we take? 40 to 52. Here this is 40 and 52 just below, above this, just above this, and here. This will be the fourth. This one. After that, we will plot 50 to 70. This is 50 and 78 will be near about this. Yes. Below 80. 50 to 70. It will be 50 to 70. Okay. Now what we plot? We will plot 60 to 96. This is 60 and 96 will be just above the 95. Means 96. And here 60 means point over here. Okay. Now 60 to 96. Now 70 and 107. 70 and 107 will be 100. This is 100 and 100. 107 will be like this. Okay, and this is 70. Means the point will be near about here. 70 and 107. This over. Now 80 and 130. 70 and this over. Now 80 and 130. This is 80 and 80 and 130. This is 10. This is 10 and 30 will be near about here to here. This is the point. Now 80 and 130 over. Now we will plot 90 and 170. This is 90 and 170 will be near about this. So this point. Okay. Now what we will take? No need to mention these lines. Okay. Now this is 90. After that 100 and 120. 100 and 120. It is 100 and 120. Now near about this. Okay. So how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after that, we plot the graph from 0. We start from 0 here. like this. Our graph will be like this one. Like this. Our graph will be like this one. Okay? Means before this you write plot the point 10, 5, 20, 14 like that, and after that it will be here. We will plot like this. Getting? Now we will see how we find the median. How we find the median? How we find the median? We have to find median. We have to find the median. Okay? So for median, we know that this is n. This is n. Total n is equal to 120. 120 is here. Okay? So first of all, we find n by 2 is 120 by 2. That is 60. 120 by 2, that will be 60. Okay? Now, how we find it? We just concentrate on y-axis. This is y-axis, and find where 60 is here. 60. First we what? Find n. N is equal to this 120. And what is 120? The total number of the students who is taking part in this test or exam. That is 120, and n by 2 is equal to 120 by 2, that is 60. Now we find where 60 here. This. Now this is the point A. Okay, this is the point A. Now we draw a line from 60, this point A, parallel to the x-axis like this. Parallel to x-axis like this. Okay, which intersect the foci at point S. Okay, which intersect this curve at point this. This is the point P. Now from point P, we draw a perpendicular line on x-axis. Okay, perpendicular line on x-axis here. Okay, this is the point which intersect the perpendicular line intersect the x-axis at point. This is the M, and this point M represent median of this group data. This point M represent the median of this group data. What we do? We just find half of the M by 2, that is 60. Now we find where 60 is given, and from 60 we just draw a line parallel to x-axis. This parallel line intersects with the rising curve foci at point P. Now from point P, a draw perpendicular line which intersects the x-axis at point M. Here, this point M represents median of the given observation. Okay, in this way we can calculate it. If you calculate, then it will be in between 40 and 50. Okay, here 40 and 50, we can say that 40 and 50 is the median class. 40 and 50 is the median class. Okay, and the median will be in between 40 to 50. If it was a graph paper, then we can exactly find the median of this observation. But here this is not a graph paper, but still we can say that the value will be from 40 to 50. Getting? In this way we can find the median. Now let us see what we can do for the. I am going to remove this now. No use. It's used only for drawing of foci. Now this is the first question. First question, find median. Find median. So for median we can do like this. The second question is find quartiles. Means Q1 and Q3. You have to find. The Q1 for what will you for Q1? Q1 is equal to n by 4. Means n by 4 means this is the lower quadrant for lower quadrant. Lower quadrant. What we do? N by 4 means 120 by 4. It will be 30. Again we do the same thing. We search here 30 where this is. Again draw the line parallel to the x-axis. Okay, which intersect the foci at this point, and from this point again we draw perpendicular perpendicular line, okay, which intersect the given x-axis at some point, and this point represent lower quartile of the observation. This is the lower quartile of the observation. Getting it? Now for upper quartile, one we write 3n by 4. So 3 into 120 by 4 is 9. So again we find a line. Draw a graph parallel to the x-axis which intersect the cosine at this point, and again from here we draw a perpendicular line where this will be the upper quartile. In this way we can, this represent upper quartile, this represent median, and this represent lower quartile. Okay, lower quartile, median and upper quartile. In this way we can find quartiles and medians with the help of cosine. Now, the third question may be find number of student getting less than 50%. Less than 50%. This is the question. If there is one more question, and according to this question, find the number of students getting less than 50%. Okay, so what we do, we just this is 50% means what? The total number is how much? The total number of marks is what? The total number of mark is 50%. 50% means 50 mark. Okay, 50% means 50 mark. This is a cumulative frequency, therefore it is up to 20. But if you find the 50% mark, 100 marks, and the 50% of 100 marks will be 50 marks. And where we are getting marks? The marks is here on this x-axis. This is the number of students, cumulative frequency, number of students or frequency, and here number of marks on y-axis, on x-axis. So here 50 marks. We take where 50 is given, here 50. Okay. Now what we do? We are going to find the number of students getting less than. So here total number of marks is 100 marks, and marks is in the form of class interval, and class interval always on x-axis. Number of students is in the form of frequency, and frequency is always on y-axis. Here it is in y-axis. Now 50 marks we search here, so here it is 50. So from now for getting lower quartile, median and upper quartile, we are moving from this side to this side. First we draw a line, then this side. This line, this line. We are moving this side parallel lines, then perpendicular. Okay. Now for this question, this 50 mark, we draw perpendicular line. Okay. In which side? This side. Side will be different now. The point where it intersect, from this point, draw a line parallel to the x-axis like this. This. So this point is what? Let this is K. This is K. Here the number of students will be more than the number of students who are getting less than 50% is near about 80. Means maybe 76, 77 or 70 like that. If it is graph paper, then clearly we can say how many students are getting less than 50%. Getting less than 50%. But here, this is we are just taking an idea, roughly idea. Therefore, the exact we cannot say, but it will be more than 70, but less than more than 75. Okay, more than 75. So in this way, we can solve the question except median, quartiles, median and quartiles. Quartiles means upper quartile and lower quartile. Some more question may be asked through cosine, and we can find it easily except median, lower quartile and upper. So this is a solution of this type of question. Therefore, I am telling you the 6 marks question. If this type of question is asked in the examination, then it will be 6 marks. It will be a 6 marks. Okay? This is lengthy, but easily you can do it. Therefore, you should make a command over this type of question. Getting? Similarly, some more questions is given in exercise and example also. You should try to solve it, and I think there will be no any doubt because no calculation here. So try to solve it and complete the portion. This is the last topic of the statistics. In next topic, we will discuss about the mensuration. The next video class will be related to the mensuration. Thank you.